lost, trying to figure out my niche. Where's my place? What's my purpose? Why am I pursuit of this? And I should probably have that figured out, but
random thoughts are always popping up in my head, and I feel like when they're strong enough, I feel like the need to share, I do that because, it's like a feeling I can't fight, and that's kind of when I start to record. But hey, Glow fam, hey, Glow gang, hey, glorious people. Thank you and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kaila. Glow. I was gonna try to give y'all another name, but just call me Kay, okay? Anywho, yeah, I think that I just want to make a video speaking on a few things. But the first thing that I want to talk about just briefly, and then I'll get into the real message that I have. When God gives you a message or a sign or, clarity about your life and your journey and things like that, whether it's a dream that's random or a sign, a literal sign that you see outside, or talking to someone, or, a stranger just saying things that, was just unrealistic for someone who doesn't know you to be saying. Like, how did you know that type of vibe? Like when God sends you messages and clarity and things of that nature, in whatever form it comes in, I think it's imperative for you to ask God the intention of that clarity. And what I mean by that is just like, a lot of times what God gives you is specifically for you. Like there's certain messages or themes or ideas and things like that that come to you and it's meant for you to share with others. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, like with y'all, like a lot of the times I feel certain things and I'm like, man, like I know I'm not the only person going through this. I'll go through a day in the life, in a day in my life, and then I'll have a conversation with so many people, or I'll see so many signs that validate me needing to speak on the things that I feel like God has ordained me to speak on, or that God has put in my heart to speak on. But there are several things, sometimes even more things, that God tells me are for me. Like, I know that I try to be very delicate with what I share specifically, because I know that not everything is for me to share. Like, and that's just in general, maybe a underlying thing that we could just learn as a generation in the age of social media and stuff like that, is that everything doesn't need to be shared. All of your blessings, everything that you know, all that you are, all that comes to you, all that you receive, especially if it's non-tangible and it's like spiritual, ethereal, like not everything needs to be shared. Like, that's a fact. Like, not everything needs to be shared, and sometimes you can overshare and either block your blessings or hinder someone else's because you're sharing something that is unnecessary. Okay. I always try to be, particular and as real and as authentic as I can. I try to speak from a place of experience, and never from a place of, I know this is what you need to do. It's like, I know what I did because I was experiencing this. And if you are, I would suggest that. And I hope it comes off that way, because I just never want it to be like there's this one shoe fits all or one size fits all type of thing when it comes to taking anything. When you're taking any advice off the internet, from people, from whatever, it's just good to, for one, follow your own moral code, and for two, just be cognizant of what you're taking in, be discerning of what's for you and what's not, and rely more on yourself for the things that you don't know, or you're a higher power, or if you're religious, your religion, or if you're not religious, your group of friends, that you've trusted all your life, or your higher self, whatever you call it. Like, just rely more on yourself as well, no matter how much advice or answers or therapy or whatever else you get out here. Like, inside, those gut feelings and intuitive nudges and stuff like that, that's a biological response to what your body knows. So before anything else and before anyone else, listen to yourself. Okay, like, I just had to put that out there real quick because I feel like in our age, in this generation, because of the ease of access to information, it's easy to rely on external factors for what you should know, when at one point that wasn't the case. Like, we are only able to get here by means of self-reliance and creation from whatever was felt or thought inside, you know. So like, don't want to lose track of that. Even, you know, not saying not to take advice from me. Obviously, I'm on here, I want y'all to take my advice, but take what's for you. You know what I'm saying? Always take what's for you. Don't make anything fit that's not for you. And don't overly rely on external factors. Just don't. For happiness, for advice, for love, for physical necessities, spiritual, emotional necessities, really try to master that within, because that'll make without, or what's outside of you, clear, more understandable. It'll even help you take advice with better discernment because you know yourself. So just want to put that out there real quick. So I hope that reaches who it needs to reach. But I just want to give this second message and really end with this second message, and more than likely what the title of this video is going to be. But just want to say that on top of this topic, which kind of goes in a little bit with what I'm saying next, but I really want us, who's following, who's watching, who's taking this in with their greatest discernment, life is not linear. Like, I think we have this idea, especially now because of social media, that if we're not here, then we can't get this. If I'm not here, if I don't look like this, then I can't have that. If I don't have XYZ, I can't have XYZ yet. Or I haven't made it here yet, so I shouldn't receive this yet. Or I'm not perfect yet, so I shouldn't receive perfect love. Or I'm not the body goals I want to be, so I should stay in the house until I do. You know, like, we have this idea of like, if life isn't linearly, you know what I'm saying? Like, linearly, what am I trying? I was going to say linearly exponential. Let me calm down. I think we have this idea, though, or a lot of us have this idea that life is supposed to be linear. Like, once you've done all that you quote done, whatever that means, you know, like, life should just move forward up and, you know, continuously. The trajectory is forward movement without any bumps. It's forward and up. Like, if you could picture, I'm mapping it out with my hands because it's like I'm picturing a line graph, and literally you got the graph like this and the line shooting straight up. That's how we think life is, or a lot of us perceive life, or a lot of us desire for life to be like that. But I would love to just say and take the time to acknowledge that personally, when I stopped banking on that linear idea of life, I found peace and happiness. I stopped focusing on the destination and started truly embodying and loving the journey. Now, granted, I'm telling you, it's not linear. So I feel good right now. Tomorrow I might not feel the best. You feel me? That's life. It's like the frequency that we listen to, that we feel, that we see. You know what I'm saying? Like the frequency. I don't know if you can really see frequencies. I mean, I guess it's, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Life is not linear. Like frequency, we wave. Okay? I like how that sounds. Life is not linear. Like frequency, we wave. Okay? Like there's ups and downs. There's good and bad. You would not be able to understand one without the other. Okay? Like, and there needs to, let me not say need to. Let me be more cautious with my wording. I personally found a need to accept that good and bad are relative, for one, and it's not even about this duality of life, up down, good bad, left right. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like, this is what it is, and this is you. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I've retracted from the idea that XYZ outside of me has to look a certain way in order for me to feel this feeling. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's good or bad. I've taken myself away from that idea and really have just accepted the approach that's more wholesome, in my opinion. Like, okay, this is what it is. These are the facts. This is how you feel. How are you going to take action? Period. Like, that's more so how I'm going about my life these days. And it's just, for me, has been healthier for me to process life. It's been healthier for me, and it's been helpful for me because it's just allowed me to be more present. It's allowed me to understand, like, I don't have to wait till I get to this specific destination to feel a good feeling, or I don't have to wait till, you know, I don't have to wait to be perfect in order to, you know, receive this life that I am assuming that I should, or I shouldn't have to wait until I'm perfect in order to receive the life that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'm stumbling on my words right now because I'm saying the same thing. I'm trying not to repeat myself. I'm trying to find other ways to say it, and I really hope it makes sense. But I just want us to be okay with not being okay every day, and still, like, but it's okay because that's just today. That's just now. That's just this temporary moment. That's just what it is. But there's more life. You know what I'm saying? There's more time. There's more space. There's more energy. There's more. There's more. There's more. And even if there wasn't, there's you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, once you get to a point where you is enough regardless, it's such a rewarding feeling because you've let go of all of these unnecessary expectations you have of self and of life, and you just live it. You literally just live it because you understand shit ain't always gonna be the best, shit ain't always gonna be the worst. Shit is gonna be what it's gonna be. And I'll do all that's within my control, but I also understand I do not have control over this shit. Regardless. You know, and there's no dollar amount or no career or no age or ethnic background, skin color. There's nothing that will externally bring you the peace that is found within. That's just fact. Like, that's been proven so many times. Like, this is why the homeless man or the addict that's out on the street or that one you see that's happy and dancing all the time, you'd be like, how you're homeless. You know what I'm saying? How you're off a bean. You know what I'm saying? You off your square, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm happy though. I'm here. I made it another day to be off another bean. And that sounds so like, oh my gosh, like what a way to waste your life. And yeah, that's, free will, personal choices, that's a whole nother story. But it's still just the inner peace can take you so much further. You know what I'm saying? And the lack of judgment of self and where you are on this journey, you know what I'm saying, is so rewarding. Like, for real, like, it's not about the destination. It's not about that shit. It's not about that shit. It's not about the destination. It is not about the destination. And the sooner you feel that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think personally that's why it was so hard for me to go to school and to become this. You know what I'm saying? Just based off how my mind works. Again, this is all from my perspective. So whoever's watching it, I pray that it resonates with you, and what doesn't, you just throw away. Like, let it fly if it ain't for you. But I just personally feel like it was hard for me to settle on one career. You know what I'm saying? Or go to school and get a STEM major and become this one thing and do it for the rest of your life because you like to spend money, Kaila. And it's like, yeah, I feel that. And I tried that. Did that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I think it was hardest for me because it's like, that's so destination focused, that's so end goal focused, when it's kind of like, nah, like I want to harness who I am and what I'm capable of, and that way the limits are non-existent. I'm boundless because now I'm operating in who I am and what I like to genuinely do. And I'm creating that. I'm figuring out how to create that. And in doing that, I literally, there's no bound. And I don't know how else to make this as serious as what I'm saying. There's no bound to where I could go. It ain't never been created. It's mine. It's me. It's the reflection of what's going on inside of me. And as I grow, what else can this do? If I, you know what I'm saying? If it's me, it's a reflection of me. It's growing as I grow. So it's like, it doesn't stop until I do. And then the way energy works, once I'm gone, once this is gone, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, I'm grateful and I feel very blessed to be at a point where I'm not focused on the destination. And I really just wanted to put that out there. Like, really just wanted people to feel comfort in knowing that you don't have to be wherever you're trying to go to be exactly who you are. Because once you get there, if you know, I ain't even gonna get into that. But once you get there, you know what I'm saying? You want to be able to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And when you get there, you will be searching for the next get there. If in this present moment you weren't happy with who you are and where you are, and all the stuff about not gratuitous, yes, but show gratitude, show thanks, be grateful for where you are. Not that it sounds corny, but it's like, no cap, like, be right here, right now, and enjoy the fact that you're alive and well, because this step is necessary to get you to wherever you think you're supposed to be. Okay? And life isn't promised. And I'm sure I've said that in at least 1 or 2 videos. It's not promised. So, yeah. I would just enjoy it. Stop giving a F so much about external factors and how they view you and what they think. Because at the end of the day, you can be the best thing that ever walked, the coolest thing since sliced bread. Okay? And people will always have something to say. Good, bad, up, down, whatever. It's whatever. Like, be at peace right now. Be at peace right now. And hone that and have that. And what you really want out of this life will genuinely come. Speaking from my perspective. Okay? So I just want to say that. Okay? Life is not linear. Like frequencies, we wave. Okay? So just go with it. And build your character on the way. Build your foundation so that certain things can't knock you down below zero. Okay? Like, just focus on the things that are within your control. Do the things that make you happy. Follow your dreams, your mind, and what God is telling you to do over anything else. Okay? And have love, be love, and be safe. Okay? I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying listen to your head and your head telling you to do some destructive stuff to yourself or others. Nah, you ain't hear from me. That ain't even what I'm on. I'm just saying, like, if it's for the greatest good of yourself and others, like, listen to yourself. Like, please do. Please do. Don't listen to the other things or the outside sources or forces knocking you down something that's good, or even if it's your own head trying to tell you something that you know is positive or that you've shown other people is positive that it can't be. And my next video will be about voices of objection over voices of protection, but I'll leave it there just so that I don't continue to rant, because it's already 21 minutes. I love y'all so much. And I hope this video brought you some clarity. I hope this video came to your life when it was necessary. And I hope that you're enjoying your journey and you're not stressing and worrying and depressing yourself out or being anxious over some destination that doesn't exist, y'all. It don't exist. We don't know what life has in store in the next 3 minutes. Let alone this little 3-year plan you got and that you stress over until you get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Enjoy your life. While you're here and God has granted it to you. Enjoy your life in peace and in love. Okay? Yeah. Love y'all.
That's my privilege to hide. Thank the world for its every life. Thank the never-ending darkness for all of its light. Thank the people for the heart of their plight.